Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two league games at home against Farnborough and Weston Super-Mare. As you can see here, we're actually sat in 16th place. We've had a real drop down in our form, which has seen us have a run of 5 games, 6 games in all competitions without a win. We've only managed 2 goals in these games as well. You were with us for the games against Dover and Dartford last time out, of course. And since then, it's just not really been happening for us. I have decided to tweak the tactic a little bit. Um, Gegenpress is how I've always played, but because of the lack of fitness with the squad, and obviously we're only part-time, there's not a lot of training sessions. It's a bit too demanding for them, but we are going to give it a go today just to see what we can do. Um, Two tough home games, really. We've actually still got the other system in place, and I think this suits the team. I want to go to a gegenpress, but we just can't. Um, we just can't do it really. The players aren't fit enough, and we've not got the necessary quality to be able to do it either. There has been a few transfers going on as well. A few players have been a little bit unhappy recently. We have struggled a little bit with rotation in certain positions. Uh, Not Jarvis left, I think, before the last episode yesterday. Nick Grimes has gone to Banbury on a free transfer. He was a centre back that we had, and he just wasn't getting any game time, and he was very unhappy about it. So we decided to let him go. And Leverkusen, the substitute goalkeeper that we had, he's going to go off to Ross County at the start of January. Again, he wasn't particularly happy at getting a lack of game time. So we brought in Lawrence Bilbo, who's 25 years of age. He's coming as a backup goalkeeper. He's on a bit too much money for my liking, really. But obviously, we needed that replacement to come in. 6'3". Hopefully, he'll do the job for us if he gets any game time. And Jack Stewart, we've tried him to bring him in a couple of times, and he's wanted too much money. But this time, he hardly wanted anything, and it's worked out in our favour. We brought him in as a breakthrough prospect. He's not going to expect to play too many games, I don't think. And at 6'5", he's got decent potential as well for this level, especially. But good handling, good reflexes. Yes, his one-on-ones aren't great, and neither is his communication. But he's a determined character, and yeah, his positioning's not good either. But hopefully, he will certainly stand tall when it comes to it. And we also brought in Callan Hazeman. He's a central midfield player. We've got the enough cover in there now, really. And again, he's coming as a fringe player, but his passing ability, 15. I couldn't pass it up, to be honest. I mean, look at that hairstyle. Absolutely madness that he's got that much hair at the age of 19, in my opinion. But certainly um, a good looking player, I think, overall. Yes, his physicals aren't the best, but he's got good mental attributes in there as well with good tackling. And previously, he was actually at Tottenham. He didn't play a senior game, but the fact that we've got a player of that calibre, I think, does go well for us. Jack Stewart was previously of Everton and Southampton, and Lawrence Bilbo has done a little bit of a journey over the years. He's played at this level before. By play, I mean he's played one game. Um, but yeah, he's never been a regular at any team that he's played for. He may get game time here. We'll see how we get on. I think tactical wise, we are going to stick for the time being, but we'll see how we get on in these two home games, and hopefully we can improve our form a little bit. Bogdan Marian has really gone quiet in terms of goal scoring as well, which is a bit unfortunate. We had a bit of a team meeting as well to boost morale, which has worked for the majority, but Makuna, who hasn't played too many matches so far, he's struggling a bit, as is Marion, the fact that he's not scoring goals. And Jack Stewart is taking over as our number one goalkeeper for the time being, so we'll see how he does in there as well. We've got Ball, Fulston, Evans, and Winstanley at the back. Smith, James, and Lucas in midfield three, with Stern, Makuna, and Marion as the front three. We've certainly got plenty of options out wide, as we mentioned before. Miles Sona, we're looking at trying to bring in. He's a centre back. He's only 5'11", but he's quite a strong centre back, and he's pretty quick as well. So he is a kind of player that we want to bring in. But unfortunately, he is wanted by a couple of other teams. Dover and Curzon, Ashton and Farsley have also put bids in for him. So I'm not too sure if we'll get him, but he will be our direct replacement for Grimes should he come in. So going into this game, again, to be quite honest, I just want us to score. Um, 2 goals in our previous 6 matches isn't good enough. And yes, we've drawn 2 of those games as well, but the games that we've drawn were the ones that we scored in, of course. So we need to score because at the moment we're not keeping clean sheets again either. So we'll see how we get on. Here is Davis immediately here, fending upward, and that is a really good goal. The fact that it's gone over the top of our 6'5" goalkeeper is ridiculous. And Farnborough have an early lead here. Not the way we wanted to start the game. Farnborough in and around a similar position to us. And Davis here swinging it into the far post, and he's headed it across in the penalty area, and it's fallen for Gabriel Overton, and it's 2. And this is a dreadful start now, and we certainly have to wake up. And we've not even had an attempt at goal. You know what? I think I'm going to go for it. Physically, we can't do it, but we're going to have to at least try and be more positive and attacking. I think it's the only way we can do it, to be honest. Um, Definitely have just a support mentality on the goalkeeper. I'm not fond of sweeper keepers at the best of times, but we'll see if this is any better for us. Confirm that. And we are going to demand more, and hopefully we can at least create 1 or 2 opportunities. Stern getting stuck in there. Here's upward with a strike, and Stewart just parrying it past the post. It was a very strange effort, really, from upward, but it certainly made our keeper work. And it's out for a corner. Here is Davis swinging it in toward the far post. And again, we're just about getting it clear. But we have made a very, very poor start. And with the way our recent form's been, I'm not feeling too confident about getting back into it, especially in front of goal. And this is Pendlebury with the strike from the free kick, and he smashes it off the crossbar. Big, big opportunity again for Farnborough. Obviously, with this gegenpress, we will be playing it out from the back. Our defenders are the best players in our side. If anyone can do it, it will be them. But at the minute, we're not looking particularly brilliant. Here is Winstanley. He manages to intercept that ball and looks to play it inside. Here's Smith into Lucas. Now Evans. Winstanley holding on to it on that right side. Finds Makuna. Into Stern. Certainly good play from us so far since we've changed this system. Now Fulston. Into Lucas. Now Marriott. That's a nice little pass inside. Makuna gets the strike away, and it's off the inside of the post, but they managed to get it clear. And signs of life from our point of view for sure. Perhaps we're just going to have to bite the bullet and try this system. But with the way we passed the ball there was very, very good, in fact. And it does certainly give a little bit of a positive outlook considering the way the first half's gone so far. Here is Makuna trying to push forward. He didn't have a lot of support. Davis wins the challenge, finds Pendlebury. Now Ball looking over the top. Offside would have been given, I think, there. And Ball picks it up into Smith. Ball playing at left back today. James into Stern. Again, a poor pass. And this is going to be the other problem. It relies on good passing ability as well of the team. And Felivis just ran straight through. He's put the shot over the crossbar. And again, I don't think we've got the necessary quality to be playing this system, but we need to be more attacking and we need to put pressure on our opponents. Here is Makuna picking it up. Again, losing out in the challenge, this time to upward. Winstanley manages to win it back though. Here's Evans. Into Fulston. Just holding on to it. Chance to play it out wide left here. Now Ball with a little bit of space to work. Looking to push forward down this left-hand side. Has got a little bit of support, but can't get the cross in. Finds James, who plays it in. There's Stern, and he's absolutely ballooned it there over the crossbar. It's a big, big opportunity. And we are growing into the game a little bit, but we're not looking too brilliant so far. Here's Stern into Smith. Again, good passing and movement. And Stern again with the strike over the crossbar. We need to be hitting the target at least. Surely our players are capable of hitting the target, if nothing else. We've had 1 on target out of 7 attempts at goal. We've certainly been better after changing to this system. But again, going forward, we have looked extremely poor. And I think the passing side of the game certainly works better for us. But Makuna and Stern have both been absolutely shocking today. And unfortunately, we haven't got the necessary quality to replace them either. McBride is on the bench. He could potentially do a job there for us. swung in by ball. Makuna is there, and again, a poor effort over the crossbar. We need to hit the target. This is why we've been struggling for goals. And fortunately, Bogdan Marian, I mean, he's rating a 6.7 today, believe it or not. But again, he's been so shy in front of goal recently. Makuna and Sturm are going to take off because they've been absolutely shocking today. And we're going to get McCooty and McBride on. And Lloyd James is struggling in midfield as well. Both centre backs are on yellow cards. We're going to have to leave it at that for now. And we'll just hope for the best, I think. Nova Williams into Felivi. Nova Williams looking over the top, and Stewart makes the claim. I think having the higher defensive line works a little bit at this level, but if we come up against strikers with more pace, we're going to be very much screwed, to be honest. Stewart looking to launch it long. It's a very high kick. Marion didn't even challenge for it against Upward. And here's Owusu-Gyimah into Said. Moving down this right-hand side, still going here. Said, and it's a good delivery. Foliv is there, and it's just over again. We're going to demand more. And again, our players are going to start getting tired soon. And this is why I wanted to play a counter-attacking game, but we've just not got the quality up front at the moment. And there's not the quality out there that we can bring in either. Yeah, we're absolutely spent now. We need to find a way, I think, of doing this kind of system, but without really pushing the players too hard. But I don't think it's going to be possible, really. And I think if we'd have stayed playing the way that we have been, we'd have got beat by more than 2-0 here. But again, in front of goal, we are absolutely woeful. And that is another poor performance overall. We passed the ball quite well after changing to the gegenpress, but we didn't look like scoring. We sat 6 points ahead of the relegation zone, which, of course, our target is to not get relegated this season. But I was hoping after the start, especially in the second month, that we would do a little bit better. Oh, good. The fans are criticising me now. Well, I mean, we could try and change formation. That is another option, of course. But at the same time, we have it's a difficult one. I don't want to go 5 at the back because it'll leave us short in midfield. But I don't want to get rid of the holding midfield player because that'll leave a massive gap in there as well. It's certainly going to be a difficult decision to make, I think. And at the minute, I'm not too sure which way we're going to go. But I think a change of tactics is definitely going to be in order, which is a shame, but I think it's going to have to be. So bear with me momentarily. Weston Super-Mare is in 3 days' time. I'm going to have a look at the tactics, and we'll see if we can improve matters in the home game that comes up next. And hopefully, like I say, even if we score a goal, it's a positive. So we'll see how we get on. Okay, then here we go for the game against Weston Super-Mare. We've made tactical changes. A couple of our players are unhappy at their lack of game time as well. And I'll show you the tactic in a moment. We're going to go for a balanced mentality rather than cautious as well. And this is what we're going to go for. Now, it's a 4-1-4-1, but we've got 2 defensive midfielders in there. And we're going to go for more of a wing play style as well. And I'm hoping that this will allow us to make the best of the players that we have at the club. One of the players that might struggle to get into side is Whitting because he's a normal central midfield player. But again, there's always going to be 1 or 2 that are going to struggle to get into the side. Harris and Roberts have moaned because they're not getting enough first team football, so they're back in the side today. And yes, defensive midfield wise, we're going to struggle. I think Smith and Hazeman are starting today, so it's a debut for Hazeman in there. But unfortunately, James and Lucas are struggling after playing that gegenpress game last time out. So we've got Kowalczyk in goal, Fulston, Harris, Evans and Roberts at the back. Stern and McBride are on the wings. Hazeman and Smith are defensive midfielders, with Makuna supporting Marion, who's up front. It's a funny looking formation. I've never done this particular formation, it has to be said. But I'm hoping with the defensive midfielders in there, it'll give us that extra bit of defensive structure. And with the wingers bombing forward, I'm hopeful that with having Makuna on that support mentality in the attacking midfield role, he'll be able to find McBride and Stern out wide and be able to push it on to Marion, who, with him being the advanced forward, I'm hopeful that he will get a few more chances. Here is Grubb, though, for Weston Super-Mare. Swings in the corner. We just about managed to get it away at the first time, but not the second time. And Grubb picks it up again and finds Pope. Jagger Kane into Pope, and it's off the crossbar. The chance is still there. We managed to just about get it clear. Again, not a good start. And we've had our first coaching license officially confirmed as well, by the way. Here's Stern swinging it in. We can't get onto it, but McBride picks it up. Strikes it just over the crossbar. Not a bad effort there. And it remains 0-0. We wanted to put in for our next coaching license, but the board aren't particularly happy with us. Apparently, we're underperforming, even though we're one of the favourites for relegation. And they're not particularly happy with the direction that we're going in at the moment. Cameron Evans has taken a knock, so we're going to have to take him off by the looks of it. I don't want to make any risks, especially with our best defenders. So Dan Ball will come on for him. In terms of chances, Weston Super-Mare are absolutely destroying us at the moment. Here is Grubb. Just over the crossbar from the corner by Weston Super-Mare. Well, we've had one attempt at goal, and it wasn't on target. They've had 8, 4 of which were on target. I really don't know where we can go with this at the moment. We're not looking particularly creative, and it is a concern. Here's Grubb swinging it in, and again, they win the header, and Ross is there, and it's off the outside of the post and out. And Zach Smith's struggling as well. God, they're giving away so many free kicks today as well, I might add. We're going to get Whitting on in that defensive midfield role. I mean, do we push them up a bit just to see if we can create something? Because at the moment, it's not looking likely, is it? Whitting and Hazeman will remain in midfield. We've just pushed them up a little bit. And again, we'll just have to see how we get on. Here's Grubb swinging it in. Again, we just about fight to get it clear, but there's the strike from Abbott, and it's gone just wide. And we're surviving by the skin of our teeth. We've still not had another attempt at goal. We're going to demand more now because this is completely unacceptable. And another free kick given away, and Abbott, and it's hit Kowalczyk. It's just hit his foot by the looks of it, and it's out for another corner. We've given away so many set pieces today. Kowalczyk with a brilliant claim there. Good confident goalkeeping from him. But we are looking extremely poor here. And we're not creating chances. This is a really big concern right now. Because at the moment, we're in relegation form. And with our strikers not scoring either, Bogdan Marion's been shocking in the last 6, 7 matches. We're going to get Ago on for the last 10 minutes. We're going to fire the boys up a bit. Makuna swings it in toward the far post. Ed Harris won the header. Roberts is there, and it's just over. That is a big, big chance for us. And we've only had the one shot on target. We've had a couple more attempts at goal, but at least we seem to have stemmed the flow a little bit. And we've not conceded. But that is a very, very poor result again. 0-0 draw. We didn't look like scoring for the most part. Kowalczyk was the man of the match. That shows how desperate things are at the moment. And yeah, we've got a lot of work to do, I think. The 4-2-3-1 did seem to work, but at the same time, so many chances for the opposition, and we're just not looking creative at all. Hazeman made his debut, which was always good. Marion, I mean, 8 matches now without a goal, and 7 matches without a win. Only 2 goals scored in those 7 matches as well. We really are in a big rut at the moment. We've got a number of tough games to come, including the FA Trophy, we'll probably get the rest of this month out of the way. There's a lot of games to be played still, 6 more games. And then we'll come back in December. I'm not too sure how the fixtures will work in December. There is only 3 games there. But we'll see how things go. We could even come back for the FA Trophy and then we play our rivals Yeovil at home and away, either side of New Year. So that could be a big, big episode. But we'll see how things go. Hopefully we can improve in the meantime because, well, we need to. And I want to, if possible, I want to keep this job for at least a year or two. But yeah, potentially FA Trophy, second round tie there. Probably going to be the other side of it for Worthing at home, but we'll see how we get on. And like I say, hopefully in the meantime we can actually, if even if not win, at least try and score some goals. So until then, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.